Hi, and welcome to a short presentation of Vibe Drummer, a free app that generates MIDI drum patterns based on provided natural language prompt. To download the app, visit www.vibedrummer.app. The app is now available for ARM-based macOS machines, but will be soon released for both Windows and Intel-based Apple computers. After installation, the app will require a quick setup. Vibe Drummer is not generating patterns itself, but rather relies on LLM models like Google Gemini, ChatGPT, or Claude. To start using it, you need to have an API key for one of these providers. In here, you can find helpful instructions how to obtain such a key. For starters, we suggest to go with Google AI Studio. Paste your API key, and on the next screen, it will allow you to pick one of available models. For example, in Google Free Tier, it might be a safer choice to pick Flash model, but to get best results, pick top-tier models like Gemini Pro. It might require you to attach your credit card to use better models, but the generation of the beat pattern itself won't cost more than a few cents. Main application screen resembles any other chat application with 3 sections. Chats list on the left, main chat screen in the middle, allowing to interact with AI, and the list of generated MIDI files on the right. Start by describing the beat you are looking for. An example, slow rock beat in style of royal blood. Click Send and wait for a moment. AI analyzes your prompt, enhances it, and starts the advanced reasoning process. Internally, it resembles the way a real drummer would try to write its part. It basically answers a bunch of questions like, what should be the main kick and snare groove, or what cymbal should the right hand hit? There are instructions built in for over 80 music genres, so AI can also pick correct tempo, embellishments, and loop structure. Of course, you can override it all, making your prompt more detailed. It might take a while, but after a moment, beat is generated. Let's check what we got. We can preview the beat using built-in MIDI player. Nice! Now you can click a little brain icon to understand better how AI was reasoning behind the scenes. In here, you should see explanation of creative decision it made, which might be helpful when you will try to improve generated MIDI. Let's try to do that. We can now ask AI to modify or extend the groove. Let's try add short fill at the end, mostly on snare. Okay, waiting again. While the model is making requested changes, let me just mention that all the MIDI files generated are not only raw notes, but Vibe Drummer also applies some humanization to the generated grooves. For example, it simulates left-right hand alternation for velocity and micro-imperfections in timing. This humanization is what makes the patterns feel like a real drummer played them.
All right, our new MIDI is ready. Let's give it a go.
Not bad. I was expecting it to just modify the last bar of the previous pattern, but it rather added our fill as a next bar. But, well, the more detailed the prompt, the better result we would get. The best part here is that for all generated MIDI files, you can use drag and drop and move them directly into your DAW, or just drop them to the folder in Finder for later use. One more tiny but useful feature is the loop button at the top, allowing you to play your beat over and over again. This works great if you want to check if generated groove loops nicely, or if you want to use it straight away as a backbeat to improvise over. Built-in Use Suggested Improvements button can help you prepare a prompt you might use to elevate your pattern. It's also worth mentioning the Help Me Improve link at the bottom. When you click it, it will show you a dedicated window that allows you to send your prompt and generated files to Vibe Drummer's author. This is important because he will use that to improve the reasoning model. So, in the next version of the app, the same prompt might give you far better results. So, let's start a new chat. Next fun and super useful feature is Draw Pattern Panel. What you can do here is specify precise kick-snare pattern, accents, or even select the area you expect fills to land on. Aha. Okay, new prompt. Death metal, beat, why not? Hit send, and waiting again. Below your prompt, you can see it uses a pattern, and you can always get back and refine your beat opening the Draw Pattern panel below. A moment more, and done. 200 beats per minute. Whew!
Not bad.
It follows the pattern. Why is that useful? Let's say you have a bass track and you want the drummer to lock in with the bassist. Draw pattern is your man. Okay, moving forward, one last interesting tool that might help you narrow down what Vibe Drummer composes are references. Using the clip icon, you can add any MIDI file as your reference for vibe, pattern, style, or tempo. This is another way to influence AI into the right direction. That's it! Remember, Vibe Drummer is a free tool, even for commercial use. You can get it now for your Mac from www.vibedrummer.app. Thanks, and see you next time!